Well, good day YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today with the Rhino, I had to keep my battery charger from falling. I have my little battery charger on top of my phone right now in the tripod, and it's just kind of balancing there, and I almost knocked it off because my phone was at like 18%. This is the old Galaxy A51 that we're recording on. It's one of the reasons I think the colors switch and all that is because it's been dropped so many times. It's cracked, it's this, it's that, but I use the phones until they die because I put them through so much recording doing this channel. And the battery, because it's like 5 years old, the battery doesn't keep a charge very well either, right? Like 2 days in standby with no cell service because it hasn't had it hasn't had a SIM card in it forever. Excuse me, it doesn't do well. Today we're drinking a beer from Saskatoon, from Paddock Brewing Company, and it was in the District Brewing Company's I can't even advent calendar. There we go. It's another one of the beers where, though it's just a regular beer offering, I was okay to have it in there because I didn't have to buy a 4-pack of it, and normally I'd have to buy a 4-pack of it. Or I could get 2 of them if I bought it in an 8-pack that had 4 different beers. And there was only this one and one other in that 8-pack I needed. Or I could get one of them in a mixed 4-pack, but the other 3 beers are beers I've already had from the brewery. So I was trying to decide how to go about it. And then this ended up in there. Anyway, it has like an iguana or something on here, and it is Sunseeker Hazy IPA. And Paddock, again, Saskatoon. It says it is citrus and tropical fruit. It is, according to this, 5% alcohol by volume. And we will pull out the Untapped and see what Untapped has to say about it. Let's put it back up here. We're trying to be quick. We're not quick like a bunny anymore. We used to be quick like a bunny. Sunseeker is an unfiltered hazy IPA with big hop flavor but low bitterness. This juicy, summery brew has notes of citrus and tropical fruits. Sunseeker was an exploration in a new style of beer for us. After several test batches, we settled on the recipe we all enjoyed the most. Hopped 3 times to get big hop flavor without the bitterness, we wanted to make something approachable and enjoyable for summertime fun. I really hope they're true on that. 2 people I know have tapped this in with marks and given it a 3.75 out of 5 on Untapped. 577 people have tapped it in on Untapped with marks and given it a 3.6 out of 5. Being that it is a Saskatchewan beer, the 2 people that have tapped it in are on my Untapped list from here in Regina. And they both had these beers 3 years ago. One of them said, "What a weekend," and that was Pierre Olivier, and he gave it a 3.75, which means the other one will be Bitsy. Yep, the other one's Bitsy. And he also gave it a 3.75 and had it 3 years ago. So, that's where we're at. Again, I'm not changing the lights back, especially now that these lights have been on. They're going to be hot. They're going to be hot. Edison bulbs are awesome, but they're incandescent, and they heat up quite a bit. So here we go. Now, Bitsy had said it's nice to see Paddock in the juicy hazy game. And I don't know. I don't know if it's nice to see a brewery join the juicy hazy game. There's enough juicy hazy beers, and for the most part, they're all hopped with the same hops to the point where it's not necessarily all that much nicer. Golden, brassy, bronzy. It's really hard to tell in this light. I could do this. Yeah, brassy, bronzy, that type of thing. It works. Bright white head. Nice little snap, crackle, pop on there. Let's give her a sniffy, sniff, sniff, sniff. Lots of orange. Orange, mango, and almost some vanilla. It almost comes off with a little bit of a creamsicle note to it, which disturbs me a bit. Can. Mango, orange, and almost a bit of grapefruit on the back end of that. Cheers, let's try it. You know, if you're looking for a hazy IPA that is approachable, that isn't all that bitter, they're not lying. It has a bitterness. It's like you took a grapefruit or an orange and bit right into it. You get that oily, resiny bitterness, like you chewed through the peel to get into it. After that, well, before that, a little bit of nice sweet maltiness. And it finishes with a nice citrusy sweetness. And it's fairly mellow. I mean, again, it does have the bitterness to let you know you're drinking an IPA. It really does. But it's not overly bitter. This is, I didn't think I would say this about this beer. This is not half bad. And I know how bad that sounds to say, I didn't think I'd say it's not half bad. I don't like IPAs all that much, and I find a lot of them to be just boring and the same nowadays. Excuse me, I still do find ones I love and everything else, but I do find myself more so even than regular lagers. I find IPAs to be so much the same no matter who it's from. Where a lager can't really hide defects or anything like that, they're showing off a lot more different flavors one after another to the point where I can usually guess them. However, that, not bad. Not bad at all. And it differentiates itself a little bit from the others due to its IBU to ABV to flavor corresponding. I can't even talk today, am I? Wow. So they both gave it a 3.75 out of 5, which would be a 7.5 out of 10. I think that's probably where that deserves to be. I think it's a 7.5 out of 10. It's an IPA I could buy and enjoy. I'm not saying I'm going to buy it and enjoy it, but I could. So Sunseeker Hazy IPA from Paddock. That's a solid beer. I'm a little impressed. Thank you guys. Bye.